Howdy y'all, welcome to the Mayhem's Fab Lab channel. What's up? How y'all doing? This is Mr. Mayhem here. Today, on the old Mayhem's Fab Lab YouTube channel, we're going to be mocking up the LS and the transmission and the frame. But first, we got to clean up that old LS. She's a dirty little devil. So I'm going to flip y'all around here real quick. We're going to clean this darn thing up. First thing you got to do is take this here duct tape and you got to cover up some of them there holes that go into your block. So, holes I'm talking about, these guys right here, on either side. This hole right here. And depending on where you're at in engine removal or part removal or wherever you're at, cover up the stuff that'll get inside. So that's going like if, for example, you had your intake off. You cover up all your intake ports. It's pretty simple. But let's go ahead and tape this mamba jamba up here. All right. Hopefully. Oh. Good. All right, for round things, I like to do this number. Just go all the way around it. Like so. Like that. Fold it in and do there we go. That's what I want right there. We'll save that for the top piece. Oh. Make sure she's sealed good. Start at the bottom. That's why I double tape the other side. Because I don't want... I want the seam to be pointing down. All right. I think that is all the holes I have. Everything else should be plugged up. Make sure you got all these covered up. Oil fill cap is tight. Dipstick tubes in. There we go. Solid. now we're going to put some super clean on there, spray her all around, and then get the old pressure washer and pressure wash the junk out of it. Some deer over there. Now I'll let this stuff soak for a little bit while I get the old pressure washer out, get it hooked up, and by that time it ought to be just dandy fine to clean up. Well, my initial solution of tape didn't work. That's what I looked on the YouTubes, and it said, y'all just get some nice duct tape and tape her right over them and they'll stick right over pressure washing. Well, they lied. So I'm going to try to be truthful to you and say that that doesn't work very well. Or you got to do better than I did, which, I mean, I'm not saying that's not possible, but I stuck it on there pretty good. It was stuck and it came right off. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get some rags, stuff them in there so that it soaks up most of the water, and hopefully that'll work. That's an old trick that someone told me, so we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, we got her stuffed up in there. Let me show you what we're working with here. See, just stuffed up some rags up in there. Whoops, kicked the tripod. See, nothing crazy. So what we're gonna do there is, what that does is kind of obviously soaks up some of the water. I'm not going to be pressure washing right there, but it'll soak up some of the water, and then when we're all done, when we pull it out, that'll hopefully get most of the water out of there. And then take an air hose and you know what I'm saying, and blow it all out. Should be good to go. Set y'all back and get to pressure washing. I'm all wet. All right, so I did the initial cleaning. Looks like I might have to go back up in there with some like a brush or something like that. But I'll show you what we got on the first round here. There you go. She cleaned up pretty well. Valve covers definitely cleaned up. Heads cleaned up pretty nice. I mean, this valve cover is a little bit dirty. This side, it didn't clean up. Like, there's still a bunch of junk in there. So, I think I'm going to spray some more on there and go see if I can't find a brush and scrub diddly dub on this thing while I still have daylight. Cleaned her up one more time. She turned out all right. Not as good as I would like, but it might get another clean in here in a little bit after I do some mock-up and stuff. So she turned out all right, okay. So now I'm gonna go clean myself up because I'm a dirty mess from that junk. We'll throw the motor back up into the garage, or rather the Fab Lab, and we'll get to mocking her up. That might happen today, might happen tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, but I'll be sure to keep y'all in on the action. So stay tuned. We're back at it. It's 2 days later. 2 days later. Anyways, today or tonight, I'm gonna tack the old motor mounts in and hook up the LS to the 4L60 mock-up trans that I got. Let's see if we can't stab this darn tootin' thing in here. So I'll show you what I got for motor mounts. Woo, hey. Here we go. These motor mounts are from Dave's Customs Unlimited. I already have the bushings taken out of them because I don't really want to weld with the bushings in there and melt them. So, pretty neat thing. Let me show y'all here. This is the passenger side. There is a locator tab that they provide with the set that goes in this this hole right here. It's on both sides. You put that thing in there. See there? Put that in there like that. And then you jimmy this. Similar to that. That's not perfect because I'm holding my phone with one hand, but yeah, pretty neat. And then you do the same thing for the driver's side. Pretty cool stuff. So, what I'm going to do first is tack these mounts in. And I just want to get them a little bit tight in there, but I want to be able to move them around if I need to. So I'm going to put y'all on the stand here and get to welding. I forgot to mention, I worked this morning, so guess what? Got one of them here. Now, this ain't no bourbon. This is the bourbon from Mexico. Got myself a ranch water. Good. Whoops. Gotcha. All right, we got those doomajiggies on there. So I'm gonna get the old engine stand out. Hopefully we can. We'll see. Oh, but first, we gotta put these babies in. Swing y'all around here. Did you guys hear that? It's time for ice cream. Well, I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause. Well, that was some good ice cream. That just hit the spot down here in my belly. Flip y'all back around and keep on working. That's cool. Well, my heart just about sank. You saw what just happened. Ooh, doggy. There was a little bit of casualty, but I think it's workable. Switch you around here. All right. So one of the casualties, which pisses me off, is that one right there. I think there's enough threads in there that I can still use that one, and I still got plenty of other avenues for bell housing. But, boy, if that doesn't piss you off. Okay, and then the other one, my head right there. So, son of a beeswax, man. Whew. Tell you what, I mean, it's not good, but it's still workable. Man, does that ever piss you off, though? Jeez, who Pete's. Oh, and a dipstick. I lost an oil dipstick, but that one is easy to fix. The threads in the other one aren't too great, but I'm gonna keep on trucking here, putting the motor back in and getting it mocked up on these mounts here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it hit that motor mount and pulled that out. You can see it like stretch there. That sucks. But it's all workable. It's only the money. I ain't got much of that, but we'll fix it. Put y'all on the stand here and get this baby in the frame. Well, there she is. Whew. It's actually a pretty easy process if, you don't screw it up to start. But, got her in there. Let me show you around here. Motor mounts in there. Look at that. Looky there, looky there, looky there. Sorry. This one in here. Yep. Looks pretty good. Now I just gotta see, it looks awfully far back. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see. So that's it for tonight. Tomorrow I'm just gonna hook up the transmission, so it'll be a short little blurb tomorrow. And we'll hook up the transmission, see where it lies. See y'all tomorrow. Back at you here. What's the day? Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Saturday night. We're going to get the transmission in here, get it kind of mocked up. I don't have the cross member. I ordered the cross member for the transmission, but I don't have it yet. So we're just going to put like a piece of wood underneath it or something like that. But I want to get kind of a lay of the land, you know what I'm saying? So, flip y'all around here and get the engine hoist unhooked. And then we'll get the transmission over here, marry them two up. Well, we got her buttoned up on there. I'm not necessarily liking what I'm seeing here. I really wish I didn't have that upper link mount on this side. Where is my exhaust gonna go? I got all the rooms on this side. So, what I'm thinking, I may have to tweak the motor mounts just a skosh-a-bibble to where it's basically bringing this side over so I can make some room in there, because I think I'll still have room for my drive shaft. I don't think I'll have any issues with drive shaft clearance on this side. But this side, I guess I might be able to sneak exhaust through here, but I don't think I will, because the link's going to be up here. I don't know. I may be cutting this off and making a cutting the three link tower off on this side and making it work over here. I don't know. Whew. I don't really want to do that, but that might be what I have to do. But then, let's walk over here to the old Axelis. They have the link mount on the passenger side, so then I gotta switch that to the driver's side. Whew. I don't know, we'll see here. Wanted to show y'alls with that accident yesterday. I still have plenty of thread engagement. It's all the way back up in here, below that, so I think we'll be dandy fine. Here's the piece. I did find that piece. Well, whatever. But yeah, we can make this work. It sucks, but we can make it work. And then I'll have to order up a new dip sticker. She's a little bit wobbly. So, just wanted to thank y'all for watching. Hope you like the progress we're making. I feel like I'm actually making progress now. I can see the engine in there and stuff like that. So, I'm going to call this video a wrap. We'll get to y'all next week. I don't know what we got going in store next week. Probably be doing a little bit more fine tuning, maybe cutting off that link mount. I don't know. That link mount could pose a little bit of an issue. But that's what you have when you have these big jobs. So, talk to y'all later. Like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 blah. YouTube-y stuff. Bye-bye.